hoping for a loss of a couple. Another try after the first down sack. Newton, touchdown, Cardinals. A.J. Green, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Bengals take over first down. Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. And an alley to run.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. We got it. We got it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From his goal line here, Newton. He will find the rookie from Iowa State. That's Hakeem Butler. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Mr. Davis, you're a football lifer, my friend. You've called games at the highest level. You know head coaches inside and out. Please explain that one to me. Speechless. And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on first down. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, partner, this is where I need the color commentator. I'm not sure what to say about that one.
Yeah, you and me both, my man. Let's just let that one go and move on.
Deal. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Newton now to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
First down, Cardinals.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he gets an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And how happy is he that he's able to get that second chance so quickly after the first miss? Gets his confidence back up, and who knows, they may need him for an even bigger kick later in the game.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Defenders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready? White 25. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Wide, get wide. Here we go.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Green, triple team. Easy. You don't let me ring. Let's go, baby.
From the 27, Winston flushed out right. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive play.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
He got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Ready?
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Ready?
Throwing again is Newton. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Charles Clay has tied in the intended target, but it'll be second and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Now Newton on 3rd and goal. He may try and run for this. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The Bengals drive about to get going.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Mike 35, Mike 35. Silver.
From the gun, Winston. Going to get this to his rookie. That's Andy Isabella. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. 2nd down. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. The sack by Terrell Suggs.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Going deep for Eifert. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
3rd and long for Winston. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Fourth down.
Ready. Black 22. Give me
that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Easy.
Mike 35, Mike 35.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Terrell Suggs. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Benardrick McKinney. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And he finds his man. That's Butler. At 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Now Newton on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Johnson jostles free. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another 1st down with that run.
The quick slant caught. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang at Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But now it's 3rd and goal. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. On the carry, here's Smith. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On 1st down, it's Newton. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Cam's going to run the option right. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now Newton looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Winston. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 45 on 2nd down, Newton, rush coming, and he's taken down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. The shotgun snap for Newton. And able to find Green. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. Newton on 1st down. Green brings it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Cardinals.
Newton now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, 77 yards, as they are able to cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the 50, Newton. That's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Nick Perry able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Newton eluding the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights. Touchdown, Cardinals! A.J. Green with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Winston going deep downfield for Ross. And it's knocked away and incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. Third down here.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Jameis to throw it. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 4 down, 4 down.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Ready? Easy, easy, easy. Let him go.
On fourth down, they do snap it to Winston. He's going to walk one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Andy Isabella, 73 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Here we go. Ready? Gun, gun. Great, great.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Newton steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
Newton on the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on fourth down last year, but they'll try it here. Newton. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Andy Isabella, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and the lead is down to a field goal. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Cardinals take over.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Flush. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 14-yard line.
Ready? White 25. You white.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Henry. Here I come. Here I come.
Right here, guys. Fight.
Easy.
In your face.
51's a Mike. Green, triple team. Too little, Captain. Let's go.
Now Winston. Going deep for Eifert. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Ready?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, even. 26. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Easy. 58, boys. 58. 58's Mike. Here we go.
4th down, Winston. And no, it's incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Gun.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Look at the big man rumble. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a
That's
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Josh Jones in on the stop. Again, it's Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And down to the 28-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Give me some.
From the gun, Newton throwing the out route incomplete. That's Green. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. From the red zone now, Newton. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. So that is 2 pick sixes he's thrown in this football game. Now, you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now, okay? So they can't just mentally go, well, if we hadn't thrown those pick sixes, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Jordan Willis in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton and an alley to run. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st. On 1st down, Newton. Now a desperation throw deep down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. A.J. Green, 56 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now the Bengals going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the 1st of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
1st and 10 at the
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, alert three.
This is Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Kill. Turn up.
Wait. Kill.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Mixon will try the right side, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here now, Johnny Townsend. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Cincinnati, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Arizona, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their